It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
It's home to Tinseltown and the Lakers, Los Angeles, California, as we bring you an interconference rivalry here at the Staples Center. A time-honored tradition, the NBA on 2K Sports, Sunday night hoops action. Delighted to have all of you with us here tonight. With Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. Celtics are looking to end their road trip here with a strong outing. 16 games off the lead. They may not be championship contenders, but a dangerous team.
I guarantee you what, guys, the adrenaline is already flowing on both sides. A rivalry matchup like this means a little more to the players than just any other game.
And not just the players, Greg. How about the fans, too? I mean, they get into this thing as well. We've got an electric atmosphere in here, just like it always is when these two teams square off. This should be a good one, and I'm glad to be right in the middle of it.
All right, let's set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. On the court for the Celtics, Thomas is the point with Bradley to his side. Sanders out there with Jared Sullinger. And it's Crowder in at the three. Now here's Kobe. Against Miami, he was really on his game. Last season, Kobe with some thoughts on the development of U.S. players last season. Felt that the AAU system, Clark, was problematic.
And I would not disagree specifically in this regard. Too much focus on playing games and winning versus skill development.
The offensive rebound, Sanders. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot two right here. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. And he makes the first.
And with Kobe, who's just so skilled, that critique holds water. Kobe felt that Europeans came into the league with more of a skill set because they learned how to play the game a little bit more collectively than the American players.
Now, here's Lowry. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against Miami. And Young, here we go. And the rejection by Sanders.
Still can't get anything going here after 3 tries.
Plenty of daylight on that shot. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in.
You know, for Kobe's statement, it's hard to measure something like skill with metrics. I mean, you look at shooting and free throw percentages, and there isn't too much of a difference between U.S. and European players.
The first bucket for this offense, 1 of 4 to start the game.
Bradley against Kobe. And Sullinger kicks to Crowder. Screened by Sanders. Now here's Crowder, defended by Young. Just 5 to shoot. The turnaround, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Here's Lowry. One of the dependable scorers on the team. He's averaging close to 17 points a game. Bradley against Bryant. Pulls up on the wing. Crowder pulls it in.
The shots aren't dropping yet. They've missed 4 of their first 5 shots.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Here's Sullinger. Good on the 7-footer. Sullinger's got his first points in this one. Well, it was the Los Angeles Lakers winning their last game against Miami.
You know, they played well enough to win, but to be honest with you, I just felt like their opponent's defensive performance was shaky at best.
Yeah, I'd go along with that, Greg. I mean, the game wasn't handed to them, but they definitely didn't have to work as hard for it as they should have. Well, he's an undersized center, but he more than makes up for it with some serious leaping ability.
Lakers shooting their first free throw of the night.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
One of the things they've done, guys, is taken pride in their free throw shooting this season, and rightfully so.
Now, here's Thomas. In the loss to the Warriors the other night, definitely was not himself. Here's Crowder, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for two. Julius Randle picks one up.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. Much better off making him go to the line.
That free throw, no good.
And a lot of teams are looking for coaches that embrace analytics and look at data-driven approaches. Coach Scott is not one of those guys. He's an old-school coach who goes with his own perception.
And former Coach of the Year Byron Scott now with the Lakers. And as you said, Greg, he's not an analytics guy. And I think he's a guy that the eye test for him is huge.
Yeah, he feels a lot. Terrific communicator and storyteller. Great experience as a player and as a champion. And I think that all is evident in his coaching style.
Boston making a switch here. And Mbah-a-Moute's checked in. Picked by Randle. It's deflected. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Thomas goes in. He feeds it to Mbah-a-Moute. And he banks in the layup. Mbah-a-Moute has got his first 2 points of the night.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
And Young kicks to Bryant. Back to Young. Launches it. And Sanders pulls it down. The Celtics with the lead. And here is Thomas. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. Here is Mbah-a-Moute, and it's blocked. Now Lowry. Dishes it to Randle. Cannot hit. Bradley with some nice D. Thomas goes in. His second shot goes in. Off to a good start. 2 for 2. Here is Lowry. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Randle dishes to Black. Pass to Randle. And Bryant kicks to Love. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
Now, here's Thomas. Screened by Sanders. And Mbah-a-Moute can't get it to go.
And trying to come up with the highlight reel finish, somebody forgot to finish it.
Kobe against Bradley. Outside Thomas. Pass to Mbah-a-Moute. Screened by Sanders. 6 on the shot clock. Bradley can't get it to go.
Good little two-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
Yeah, but that was a beauty. Good-looking shot, well-executed play. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go back to it.
Here's Black. And Young kicks to Lowry. No good. That would have tied it. For Boston, they've gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Thomas passes to Mbah-a-Moute. Celtics passing it around. Screened by Sanders. Thomas. The Lakers with the rebound. Last meeting was in Boston, where they were unable to fight off the Celtics.
Yeah, and they got beat last time these two teams met, and really free throws were the story.
Yeah, you know, that differential jumps off the page to me, and whether it's more disciplined defense or more aggressive offense, they've got to look to flip that script tonight.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Bass comes in for Tariq Black, and it's Russell in for Bryant. Here's what Boston's going with right now. Boozer, he's checked in for Crowder. C.J. Miles comes in for Bradley. And it's Chalmers in for Isaiah Thomas. Now, here is World Peace. And he hits it to tie the game up. World Peace has got his first points of the game.
You know, he didn't need to make the layup complicated. I mean, it's not a trick shot contest, but he decided to go for a little extra flavor on that one.
Here is Miles. 9-point game his last outing. Noah the screen. And Miles kicks it to Noah. And stolen by Russell. Here's Burgess, defended by Chalmers. Burgess passes to Bass. That's tipped, stolen by Noah. Out to the right wing. Here's Mbamute. Noah the screen. From deep, Miles. They get it back. They need this one. Misses the layup.
Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions there.
To the inside. Here's Huertas. Nice pass. Right into the rack perfectly for the layup.
And he'll take it right into the teeth of the D without thinking twice about it.
And what Patrick Patterson gives you guys is solid all-around play. He can help you in a lot of areas. High basketball IQ, high character, understands his role, knows his limitations, and stays within himself.
The Celtics have made 2 and missed 2 at the line tonight.
Not a strong suit for this group, just around 71%.
Guys, their free throw shooting has slipped a bit since last year, but not really to the point where they should be overly concerned about it.
Here's Huertas. The pass to Patterson. Hands it from downtown. And the Lakers lead by 2. Well, Clark, we've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
Yeah, we sure have. I mean, it's been a bit of a windshield wiper game. I mean, back and forth, the lead has gone 5 times, so no one in clear control yet.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
And here's Boozer. Patrick Patterson getting it to go from deep moments ago. Shot clock at 3. Baseline try. Boozer, no luck.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds, and they look strong here in the early going.
So it's Boston now. Patrick Patterson getting it to go from deep moments ago. And Chalmers kicks to Miles. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
Yeah, he imposed his will on the defense that time. He was not going to be denied right there.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Sacre's checked in. Now, here is Russell. He picked up 18 points in their last win against Miami.
Yeah, and he also did a great job on the backboards, Kev, and that also was a factor.
Now, here's Chalmers. After D'Angelo Russell's miss. Chalmers with it. He's coming off a 10-point game against Golden State. Noah the screen. Miles. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Now, here's Chalmers. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Here's Boozer. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. Boozer's got the game tied up here for Boston.
Yeah, quick trigger. And from that range, if he senses the defenders have backed off, forget about it.
Stolen by Chalmers. Drops in the breakaway layup. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for the Celtics?
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard. Playing airtight defense and coming up with the steal.
And also, how about the fact defensively they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half.
And the Lakers with possession here. After the basket by Boston. Patterson, that's good.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
Boston shooting 47% here so far. Chalmers dishes to Boozer. Passes it to Miles. And the shot no good, a bit short. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 4 on three-pointers in the first quarter. Doing well from long range. Here's Patterson. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. And now it's a 3-point Laker lead.
They're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results right now.
You're right. 3 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now, here's Chalmers. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Boozer against Patterson. 4 on the clock. The turnaround. Boozer gets the bucket. Los Angeles has gone 4 of 5 from three-point land to get things going here in the first. Here's Russell. Again, Los Angeles. Here's Chalmers. 30 seconds left to play in the first. Screen by Boozer. The dish to Miles. Feeds it to Mbamute. And the 3-ball is good. Mbamamute's got 5.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Curled piece, good.
Back at you. I mean, they immediately get those 3 points back.
Trading spray guns from long range. Trading blows from behind the arc.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Lakers lead by 3. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. And power forward Patrick Patterson. Patterson, Clark, exactly the guy he says he is, and that's why he's one of those glue guys you've got to have on your team.
Yep, Velcro valutility, I call him, the kind of guy who his teammates just love. I mean, they know he's always going to have their back, and he's always going to work hard. He's going to do what he's supposed to do and be where he's supposed to be and do it when he's supposed to do it.
And off we go, a close game now starting the second quarter. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
They've definitely had a hot hand from three-point range. Always nice to get off to a good start.
Something else they've done a good job of tonight, you know, right from the start, is penetrating and scoring.
On the floor for Boston. Thomas is the point with Bradley to his side. Jay Crowder out there with Jared Sullinger. And it's Sanders in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Bradley against Lowry. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Takes a shot at the elbow. Offensive rebound. Here's Young, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. The Lakers have shot just 1 free throw earlier. 1 for 1 in the game. That free throw good from Young.
And guys, it looked like Nick Young had finally put it all together. I mean, he had a huge campaign 2 years ago, signs a new 4-year deal. Then last year, disaster strikes. I mean, he provided very little to the team outside of shooting the basketball. And even with that, he dropped to a career worst, 37% from the field.
Here's Sullinger, and he dunks it down.
Whoa. That'll wake you up.
Is he an athlete or what?
No doubt about it. It's almost as if he lives in the air, and dunks like that have become quite commonplace.
Well, Greg, getting back to Young, it's tough to completely judge him on last year's numbers because he was fighting through knee injuries, ankle injuries, all kinds of things. Clark only played 42 games.
Yeah, but when he's right, he can light it up. I mean, he's a go-to scorer, but he just never got right last season.
Off target from outside.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Thomas against Lowry. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. And oh, here we go. Young's got it. The fast break chance. And it's Bryant missing. The Celtics have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Screen by Sanders. Outside Thomas. He's looking for Sullinger and finds him. That's good. And it's Thomas picking up the assist. And that's now 9 points for Jared Sullinger. Thomas against Lowry. He kicks to Randall. He dishes it to Kobe. Puts up a 3. Rebound Boston. Sanders has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Well, it was the Boston Celtics, their last game, a loss to Golden State.
Probably their poorest defensive effort all season long. I mean, at home, that kind of D is not going to cut it. Never mind when you're on the road.
Hey, I don't know, guys. This may be all speculation. Perhaps they had a bad flight into town the night before, and we all know a rough flight in can lead to turbulence on the court.
Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
Well, neck and neck. How about that? I mean, ferociously competitive. I mean, tight as me in an airplane bathroom.
That's not the visual I was looking for right now, but there have been a lot of lead changes. My goodness.
Lowry against Thomas. The drive by Lowry. Shot from 12. Can't hit. Great D that time from Thomas. For Boston, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Clock at 6. Lowry with the block. Now the Lakers on the break. Bryant's running. Lowry with the ball. Now defended by Sanders. The Celtics with the lead. And it's Bradley. That time on the assist from Jared Sullinger.
The defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They've got to figure it out.
Here's Bass. His first attempt of the game finds the target. Celtics have gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. Lowry against Thomas. To the wing right side. Just 5 to shoot. Sanders passes to Crowder from outside the arc. Good defensive work there by Young.
Well, the defense recognized how dangerous he is out there and got right up on him. Didn't give him any space.
Lowry against Bradley. And Bass kicks to Lowry. And it's good. Lowry's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And every time you think one team's got something going, the other seems to respond.
Seesawing back and forth in the balance this game has been. Neither team given an inch.
Thomas dishes to Sanders. Thomas passes to Sullinger. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. The Celtics have missed 2 free throws in the game, going 5 for 7. Free throw good from Sullinger. Black's checked in for Julius Randle. And a change for the Celtics. Noah's checked in. And he can't hit the second.
That's a great job getting to the line here. You know, he didn't have a single attempt in that first quarter because I thought he was tentative. Much more aggressive here in the second.
And that'll be the Lakers as it goes out of bounds. Lakers retain possession. And Los Angeles with some changes. Sacre comes in for Brandon Bass. And it's Russell in for Kobe. Bradley against Lowry. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
No clue how he got that one to fall.
And that was not a soft foul he had to get through, Greg. I mean, he had to really power that one up and in.
C.J. Miles, he's checked in for Avery Bradley. Outside Thomas. kicks to Crowder. Shoots the three. Boston, no good that time either. Lakers leading by 3. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Lets a floater go. Sacre. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Lowry's got 4 assists now tonight. And here is Thomas. Sullinger the screen. And it's Miles missing.
Oh, tough D on the inside.
It sure was, Greg. No easy access to the basket when that fella's in the middle.
Now here is Lowry. He's covered closely, so he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
And for Kyle Lowry, a guy who just has an unbelievable nose for the basketball, the triple-double comes natural to him now. Top 10 in the league the past 2 seasons. In his short time with the Raptors, he's already their career leader in that category.
Meta World Peace, he's checked in for Los Angeles. And then for Boston. Boozer, he's checked in for Jared Sullinger. And Bahamute comes in for Jay Crowder. And it's Chalmers in for Isaiah Thomas. Now Chalmers, outside Boozer. Wants to get it to Miles and does. And stolen by Russell.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
Getting back to Kyle Lowry, the reason he's always a triple-double threat, Clark, because of his great work on the glass for a guard. Tough, strong, relentless, and committed to getting rebounds.
He's got the attitude of a power forward, even though he is a point guard.
Good
That's
point,
why he's one of the best rebounding guards in the league. It's his mentality.
Well, there may be some questions for a while about D'Angelo Russell. People will guess which position he's best at in the NBA. You and I saw him firsthand playing for the Bucks. I mean, he is a terrific talent.
Yeah, he really is. I think he's an old-school guard, Kevin. He can play with the ball and be effective, or he can play off the ball. He's got a really bright future. Loved watching him play and grow as a one-year college guy at Ohio State.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
And, guys, one thing that stands out to me about Russell is how good he is at certain NBA plays. Very strong in the pick and roll already. Knows how to attack with contact. Great vision, and he can also shoot the basketball.
Patrick Patterson, he's checked in for Zucker. Outside, Russell to the middle. Tries from 10. Patterson can't get it to go.
Boy, they were ready for him right there. I mean, totally collapsed the defense on him. And you can say this just about every prospect, but I think with Russell, he'll need some time to adjust. He has the raw skill to play multiple spots on the floor, but each position has a nuance to it that he'll need some time to learn.
And the call will be against Joakim Noah. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
Right wing. Outside, Russell. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
That's a shot you've got to take if you're looking for the three-pointer. I mean, the defense was nowhere around.
Here's Chalmers. Offensive rebound. The second chance effort. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. For Boston, they have gone 7 of 11 from the line. And he knocks down the first one.
You know, for Carlos Boozer, last year was a bit peculiar. I mean, after being a key player for several playoff teams throughout his career, he landed on the Lakers where the playoffs were nowhere in sight. Tough environment for a veteran to succeed in.
The feed to Patterson. There's the screen. Dishes to World Peace. An easy 2 points on the layup. World Peace has got his 3rd basket of the night.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Noah the screen, and Miles kicks to Mba'amute. Drains the three-pointer. Mba'amute has got 8 points.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Here's Patterson. Nails the wide-open jump shot.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Chalmers with it. Screen by Boozer. Miles the pass to Noah. Shot clock at 6. Can't cash in from close range.
They really depend on him to convert those chances. A lot of times, even with solid D draped on him, they expect him to make it.
Right side world peace for 3. No good. Great defense that time from Noah.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier.
Chalmers dishes to Miles. Trying to find Boozer, and he does now. No good. And the Lakers will go the other way with it. And it's the Lakers on the break. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Pass to Russell. Over to the wing. Off the screen. There's the bucket. Good. Black's got the lead up to 8 now for the Lakers.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
You know what? I think he thinks he can make a few improvements to how things are going on right now.
Yeah, and you know, coaches always are looking for ways to tweak things and change it up a little bit, no matter what the situation is. That's what coaches do.
Here is Miles. He's guarded by Russell. Now Miles. He has 6. Here is Mbamute. And the basket for the 4th time from the field. He's a healthy 4 for 6.
Oh, how about the floater there? Nice drop.
Here's Wirtz, defended by Chalmers. And it's Russell in the corner. No one near him. Rebounded by the Celtics. Noah's got 4 rebounds in this game. Now, here's Chalmers. To the paint. Count it, and the Laker lead has been cut down to just 4 points with the bucket from Miles.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Los Angeles calls timeout. And one thing about Mario Chalmers last season, he really had to play a different role. And it took him some time for him to get used to.
Yeah, and anytime your team loses a superstar like LeBron James, other guys get asked to do a little bit more. Mario was asked to be more of an aggressive scorer, a role that isn't so easy to jump into after 6 years of being that 4th or 5th option in the offense.
And Mario Chalmers gets the whistle that time.
You know, going back to Mario Chalmers last year, guys, I mean, having to take on more of a scoring role was tough for him. His field goal percentage dropped 50 points from the season before. His three-point percentage dropped even more. His assist numbers were down. Well, I bet you part of that was the fact LeBron was no longer there.
Avery Bradley, he's checked in for Boston. Noah the screen. Pass to Miles. Down low. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the strike for 2. That one is on world peace.
And on the topic of Chalmers, you know, he's a complimentary player. He can be up, he can hit the open 3. He's been known to hit big shots, a solid finisher, and that is valuable. But when you ask him maybe to do a little too much, then you're not playing to his strength.
And the second free throw, good. And last year, not exactly up to Noah's lofty standards. Way down in field goal percentage and free throw percentages compared to the season before, but he did not play completely healthy all of last year either.
A little dinged up, missed 13 games more than he had the season prior, and also the minutes dropped as well. And you could just see him laboring at times on the floor, clearly affected by those injuries.
And the Celtics making a change here. Sanders is checked in.
And, you know, going back to Noah last season, I think the additions to the Bulls' front court had an effect on him. I mean, they added Gasol and Mirotic, two major talents up front. I think that gave Noah less opportunities than he'd had the year before, and it was an adjustment for him.
In the corner, Miles with it. Shoots. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot two right here. These are his third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
Performed well thus far this season with a 78% clip.
Guys, he's slightly fallen off his pace from a year ago at the line, and those points from the stripe have been a little harder to come by.
And the Lakers making a change here. Pass is checked in. Up top, Kobe, guarded by Bradley. And here's Kobe, and he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. Shoots it. Kept alive. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
The Celtics, 50. Your safety is our number one concern.
And what an amazing performance the hometown fans are witnessing. A competitive matchup for the Lakers in the first quarter. Their largest. That's going to do it for now as the second half is just about ready.
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far.
And what a game for Patterson. He has 14 points, and from downtown, he's buried 3 3-pointers.
Well, when he's squared himself up and gotten good looks, he's knocked them down.
Celtics trail by 4. Julius Randle is out there with Nick Young. Then there's Kobe. Then there's Lowry. And it's Black in at the 5. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Bradley kicks to Thomas. Bryant with the rebound. Los Angeles leading by 4. Up the floor. Here's Randle. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
That's his third personal foul.
And one feels bad for the way Julius Randle's career started. I was there that night. First game of the season, 7th pick out of Kentucky in the 2014 draft. Suited up for one game, broke his right leg 14 minutes in. And the guy that comforted him the most, I recall very vividly, Kobe Bryant stayed with him the entire time when he was really in shock on the floor.
He was, and unfortunately, for so many reasons. For one, he had really been progressing in the Summer League, and the Lakers obviously had high hopes for him. And when he went down, that was the start of the rest of the ship kind of going down with it.
Here's Thomas. Sullinger outside. He feeds it to Bradley. He got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in.
Great way to start the half. Easy layup against some soft D.
Ryan against Bradley. The pass to Black. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Randle passes to Black. Outside, Kobe. Fires it up. And he can't bank that one in. Celtics trail by 3. Thomas kicks to Sullinger. To tie. The shot is off. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Right side, Bryant. Randle with the ball. Now defended by Sanders. For Boston, they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Bradley dishes to Thomas. At the elbow, Sanders. Back to Thomas. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Bradley. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Ryan against Bradley. Passes it to Young. Thomas against Lowry. Handle a screen on Bradley from deep. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Well, free throw shooting, such an important part of the NBA game. And as the two-guard position goes, these have been the best in the league over the last 10 games. Fifth best, Kobe Bryant.
And this is a set of players that can drive and slash, hoping to draw contact. Because if they can get to the bucket and the foul, it's going to be a three-point play the hard way.
Yeah, and I tell you what, I think even if they get whistled for a fair number of charge calls because of that aggressive mindset, it's worth it. When you're an elite free throw shooter, and these guys are, I think you've always got to be aggressive in trying to get yourself to the foul line.
Here's Sullinger. It counts, and the foul. It's going to be on Kobe Bryant.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pretty clear, it's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
Joakim Noah's checked in for Sanders. Nick Young on the wing. Shot to stop the drought. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
A chance to check out stats for Bryant. This last month, he has been a real positive for this team. He's putting up about 17 points, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. And this is the kind of strong, steady play you like to see. He's earning his keep and helping them win games.
And guys, they're finally getting the consistency they wanted to see from him. Look for that to continue.
Patrick Patterson, he's checked in for the Lakers. And a change for the Celtics. Mbaamute's checked in. Outside Thomas. Bradley against Bryant. Sullinger the screen. Mbaamute the pass to Sullinger. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. Sullinger's got the game tied up here for the Celtics. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Patterson a screen on Thomas. Lowry kicks to Patterson. Here's Sacre. Great defense that time from Noah.
Starting to get restless here. 0 for 4 to start the second half.
Thomas, that's good.
Defensively, I think they've got to do a better job of bodying them up.
Clearly, they've been outclassed in the paint, really at both ends of the floor.
And it's Lowry penetrating. It's tipped.
Boy, a rough start to the second half. 5 straight clunkers.
Boston's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Thomas with the ball. He's got 6. Sullinger right side. Thomas against Young. And again, it's Isaiah Thomas. And it's a 4-point Celtic lead.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint and keep scoring points. Keep it going.
Not a lot you can do as a defense when they keep getting the ball in the paint like this.
Lowry dishes to Sacre. That's good.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strip to finish through the contact.
That's exactly how it should be done. Get the bump, concentrate on the shot, and you'll get the bucket too.
The Celtics have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% for the field. Outside Thomas. Outside Bradley. Shot clock at 6. Noah the screen. Bradley can't get it to go.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Lowry passes to Young. That's in, coming off an assist from Lowry. Young's got 5 points now in the quarter. And Clark, a great competitive game so far.
Yeah, tit for tat. I mean, back and forth, plenty of lead changes, and excellent play.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
Now here's Thomas. Defense right on him. Sullinger outside. But they get it back. Noah kicks to Bradley. And that one comes up a bit short.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
Here's Wirtz. He's guarded by Thomas. Wirtz passes to Lowry. That's good.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but, boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
Noah the screen. Bradley, no one around him. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Bradley's got 6.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
You look at Patrick Patterson, he's really playing well.
He's in one heck of a groove with the scoring. They're going to talk it over and try to figure out how to slow him down.
Austin making some changes. C.J. Miles, he's checked in for Mbamute. And it's Chalmers in for Bradley. Now Chalmers feeds to Sullinger. They get a hand on it. Now the Lakers on the break, on up the court, and it's blocked. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Miles. Rebound the Lakers. And for C.J. Miles, he sure can string together a long line of threes under the league with a nice jump shot that has now become deadly.
Yeah, he doesn't get to the free throw line much, and he's not really much of a playmaker, but he's 3D in color. HD 3D.
Got that one up quick. Miles has got 13 points.
Great awareness by Mario Chalmers on that feed.
The Lakers in the lead. Lowry kicks to world peace. They set the screen. Russell dishes to Lowry. Russell a screen on Thomas from outside the arc. That doesn't go either for world peace.
And talking about C.J. Miles, he was filthy last year. Indiana needed his spark offensively, especially without Paul George in the lineup. Miles responded by putting up career highs in points and minutes played. Just an unbelievable impact on the season.
Boozer, he's checked in for the Celtics. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Now here's Lowry. 8 points for him. That one wide left.
And for most every team out there, guys, they're looking for a guy like C.J. Miles. Decent size, natural movement skills, and can absolutely shoot the lights out. Call them buckets, because that's a lethal formula.
Here's Sullinger. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup. Oh, excellent interior D to force the miss.
His defensive ability is a big factor. I mean, there's no denying that.
Now the Lakers on the break. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. We'll shoot one more at the free throw line. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Lakers.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. There's been an attack mode on the defensive end.
Yeah, I think you also have to give them a lot of credit for how well they've risen up to meet shooters, to challenge shots in this game. A lot of blocked shots tonight.
And the wide open shot from Chalmers. Bangs home the trifecta. Chalmers has got 5.
Very well executed pick to give him all kinds of space to get that one off.
Bass with a screen for Lowry. Inside. Bass's shot. Good. And the Lakers lead by 3.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
Chalmers passes to Sanders. Screen by Boozer. Shot clock at 5. Crowder kicks to Chalmers. To tie. Rebound by Meta World Peace. Lakers leading by 3. Russell dishes to Lowry. World Peace left side. Chalmers against Lowry. Here's Russell. The shot's good on the assist by Lowry. Lowry's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Lowry against Chalmers. Left side, Boozer. There's 1:54 left to play in the third. The turnaround jumper. Count it. Boozer's got 9 points.
Yeah, great execution there. The turnaround, such a difficult shot to defend.
Out left to the wing. Russell high post. 5 points in the game. Lowry kicks to Bass. Black the pass to Lowry. Drops in the tray. He's got 11.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Julius Randle's checked in for the Lakers. Kobe comes in for Meta World Peace. Isaiah Thomas is checked in for Boston. .115 left in the third quarter. Boozer a screen on Lowry. Here's Crowder. Here's Miles. That's all good, and that's his 5th basket of the game. He's shooting 5 for 11 now.
So far, going for more of an inside game here in this second half, and I like that. A little smash mouth basketball, taking it inside.
Ryan against Thomas. There's a good screen. Good D by Sanders.
Well, he's gone without a field goal, and that certainly is below par for him. His team has still found a way to get it done.
2 open that time, made it look too easy. And now just a 2-point Los Angeles lead. And here's Lowry. He's got 11. The dish to Bryant. Outside, Russell. Back to Bryant. He kicks to Black. And he banks in the layup. Black's got 7 points in the game.
They're straying away from the three-point game here in the second half. And that's fine as long as they're on the lead and they're getting good shots. They've decided not to take nearly as many three-pointers in this half.
Here is Thomas. With 2 seconds left. No good. And we've reached the end of the third. Lakers lead by 4. And time to step aside. All right, the fourth quarter of action getting underway. We've had a great one so far with both sides coming to play. Lakers leading by 4, and a look at the 5 for the Celtics to start the fourth quarter. Thomas is the point with Bradley into his side. Jared Sullinger is out there with Jay Crowder. And it's Sanders in at the 5, roaming the paint. A nice shot by Black.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Textbook. Really, when you look at how they're playing, they are having their way down low.
And Thomas, here we go. Sanders dishes to Sullinger. No good. Nice D from Russell. Lakers shooting a respectable 47% from the field in this one. And Bryant kicks to Black. Off the pick. Good D by Sanders. Celtics trail by 6. Now the feed to Crowder. There's the triple. Randle grabs the board. Randle's got his 5th rebound in this one. Young passes to Kobe. Lets it go from deep. And Russell with the basket on the assist from Kobe. And it's 8 points for D'Angelo Russell.
What are you going to do defensively? Such separation with the height advantage in that matchup.
Thomas dishes to Sullinger. Here's Bradley. Count the bucket.
He's been a different guy here in the second half. His shooting percentage far better than it was before the break.
Thomas against Russell. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. It's on Isaiah Thomas. Free throw good, Russell. Brandon Bass is checked in for the Lakers. Boston also with the sub. Joakim Noah's checked in for Larry Sanders. Celtics trail by 8. Crowder kicks to Thomas. He dishes it to Noah. Pass to Bradley. Good, and a nice assist from Noah. That's 10 points for Avery Bradley.
We've seen a noticeable improvement out of him since halftime. He didn't have a whole lot working in the first half.
Bass, a screen on Bradley. Here's Bryant. And the Lakers with another miss.
Not the best shot right there with a good defender draped all over you.
I agree with you. I mean, not the shot they were hoping for, but he can really cause problems with his defense.
And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot two right here. Free throw good, Russell.
D'Angelo Russell at the line for two.
And so Russell hits them both. Thomas with the ball. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. And Bradley gets it to go.
I tell you what, you don't want to allow too many of those kinds of baskets with the game on the line.
This is when the defenders really have to protect the basket. You need to be in sync as a unit defensively.
Bryant, and the layup's good off the glass. And the Lakers lead by 8.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Now Thomas, outside Bradley. Back to Thomas. Noah the screen. Thomas against Russell. 6 on the shot clock. Thomas passes to Sullinger. Good, and the assist goes to Thomas. Thomas got 4 assists now tonight. Los Angeles leading by 6. Bass with a screen for Kobe. Kicks it to Bass. An easy layup after coming off the pick.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Thomas kicks to Sullinger. Trying to find Bradley. Gets it to him. Count that one. Bradley's got 8 here in the quarter.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
The drive by Bryant. He had stolen by Sullinger. And a fast break now for the Celtics. Here's Bradley, and 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
It's been a good night for Bradley. He's got 14 points, and he has 1 steal to his credit as well.
And Clark, he's just done a great job defensively. That 1 steal doesn't tell the whole story.
And so Bradley nails both of them.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Picked by Randall. Dishes to Bass. And it's out of bounds, and they say last touch by Bryant.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Now here's Thomas, outside Bradley. Back to Thomas. And he lobs it up toward the rim.
What a pass, and then the layup was a bit of a circus move.
Oh, so smooth.
Yeah, and he really could have fouled that one up trying for the big slam there, though. Just a nice, solid finish for the layup.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
And guys, as much as Isaiah Thomas can help you on offense, at times he can hurt you on the defensive side. Immediately posted up by whomever he's guarding, you have to give help. And, of course, that leaves your defense vulnerable, particularly on the weak side and controlling that defensive backboard.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Byron Scott coaching his team during the break. He said, guys, this is the kind of game we're capable of playing when we put our minds to it. I knew we had it in us. just like I know we're going to come out on top. Let's finish this thing. Guys?
Kobe kicks to Russell. That's good, and it's Kobe with the assist. And that's 13 points for D'Angelo Russell. Greg, you talked about Isaiah Thomas before. Certainly his short stature limits him on Clark, the defensive side.
Yeah, but you know what? He doesn't rack up a ton of steals, given his instincts and quickness. I think he really focuses on making his impact at the offensive end.
Noah with a screen for Thomas. 4 on the clock. Up top, Sullinger. Offensive rebound. Outside for Thomas. Takes a 3. And Jared Sullinger picks up the foul. That's his 4th foul of the contest. Los Angeles leading by 4. And here's Kobe. From down in the low post, it goes. Boston's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Thomas dishes to Sullinger to the inside, and the shot's good from Crowder.
That's a brain freeze right there from the entire defense. Now is not the time to lose your focus.
Kobe against Bradley. And Kobe, here we go, to the paint. Here's Randall. Sullinger with the rebound. Sullinger's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Bradley with the ball. He's picked up by Russell. Crowder with it. Young's there. A shot by Crowder, no good.
Now, nice work there to contest the finish inside.
You know, they got the shot they wanted, but his defense, deterred them from those plans.
Celtics trail by 4. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Bradley. That free throw good from Bradley.
Even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Yeah, they're making the most of their opportunities at the stripe, and they'll need to keep it up to take the lead.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Tarek Black, he's checked in for Bass. And it's Kyle Lowry in for Russell. Sanders checked in for Boston. Young's shot is off. The Celtics have gotten more than 58% of their attempts to go down for them in the 4th quarter. They're 7 of 12. To the paint, here's Sullinger. That's in there. Thomas with the assist. Thomas got 6 assists now in the game.
And really a good job spotting his teammate near the bucket and then just pinpoint passing for the finish.
Thomas against Lowry. 3-pointer. Rebound, Boston. Sullinger's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Bradley kicks to Thomas. Pass to Sullinger. Screen by Sanders. And it's Bradley off the drive. Nice fake with the layup off the mark. LA has gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the 4th. Inside, here's Bryant. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Lakers lead by 3. For Boston, they've gone 8 of 14 from the floor here in the 4th quarter. Bradley kicks to Sullinger. Screen by Sanders. To the inside. Lowry with the block.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Down low, Randall. And it's Bradley with the rebound. Celtics trail by 3. Crowder kicks to Sullinger. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. And for Sullinger last season, further indication, Clark, that he needs to keep working on his conditioning.
And that was a concern coming into the league with Jared, is just how committed would he be to working on his body all the time and maintaining the level of conditioning that he needs. And injuries have been a part of that not being the case, but when he's out there, he's capable. Outside Bradley.
Sullinger passes to Bradley. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
He's done a much better job of getting to the line here. Aggressively taking it inside and not shying away from contact. I thought he was settling a bit in the first. You know, it's been a bad day for them at the line today as a whole, and far too often, that's the case for this team.
That's off as well, so he misses both.
I didn't expect that result when he stepped up there. I'll bet he didn't either, as good a foul shooter as he is.
Los Angeles with another miss. Boston trailing. He feeds it to Thomas. Sullinger, a screen on Kobe. And Thomas, here we go. The shot by Sullinger, wide open. Good, and the assist goes to Thomas. And that's now 22 points for Jared Sullinger. The Lakers have gone 7 of 15 from the floor here in the fourth, right around 46-47%. Young outside. Kobe against Bradley. Clock at 6. Fires from 14. Rebound Boston. Sanders has got 8 rebounds in this game.
They've clearly been the better team on the glass. It hasn't necessarily translated to the scoreboard yet.
Yeah, but over a full game, I like their energy. And if they can maintain that level of effort, I think it bodes well for them down the stretch.
Sullinger with a screen for Thomas. Chance there to take the lead. Missing. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Bradley against Bryant. Nick Young on the wing. Lets it fly. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. That's 10 points for Kobe Bryant.
Really hard to find fault with anything he's doing this quarter, at least at the offensive end. Well, they were getting tired out there. A quick timeout gives them an opportunity to catch their breath.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. They're down by 2. 1:53 left in the fourth. .153 left in the game. Sanders with a screen on low. Shot from the low block. Again, Thomas missing.
The struggles just continue this quarter. They can ill afford to have this many empty possessions.
Kobe with it. Now guarded by Bradley. And Kobe, here we go. Bradley with some nice D.
Oh, tough D on the inside.
It sure was, Greg. No easy access to the basket when that fella's in the middle.
Back to Thomas. And the pass to Sanders. And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call.
And you can tolerate gaps like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
And the Lakers call time here. They're ahead by 2. There's 1:17 left to play in the final quarter. Here is Bryant. Takes the 13-footer. Again, the miss by Kobe. Boston's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Lowry against Thomas. There's 49 seconds left to play here in the fourth. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Sullinger. And he can't bank that one in. A bucket here would give them a bit more room.
True, but no need to rush it. Play smart.
Back to Bryant. Offensive rebound. Passes it to Young. And they go to the intentional foul. Sanders with the steal.
Great reflexes to get a hand on that pass and go the other way with it.
Oh, that's the shot of the game.
Well, he was fearless enough to get it up and down, and it paid off for him.
Timeout called, the Lakers. Lowry kicks to Bryant. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
And, Greg, to be able to take the bump like that and maintain control, that's not easy to do. I know you're kind of a little fella, but I was a big guy when I played, so I know how difficult that is. That was impressive.
I see.
Now a timeout called by Boston. They're trailing by 3. 7 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What's your take, guys?
And you know what? You got a couple options here. You can take the 3 to tie it or get the quick 2 and then a foul.
And, you know, if it opens up for them inside, the quick 2 would be the way I would lean, Greg. But the foul has to come immediately after that.
Yeah, that's right. No other option but to foul and look for some misses.
Yeah, they have to extend the game. I mean, plain and simple. Use every second you can on the clock here.
Good on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. And so it's the Lakers who come out on top here. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, and they got pushed down the stretch, but they did what they needed to do.
Yes, guys, I'm here with Kyle Lowry. And Kyle, following this win here tonight, as you head out on the road.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we get a chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Kyle Lowry. He made all the key plays every step of the way. They depend on him to deliver these sorts of performances, and he helped carry his team tonight.
Well, his passing, his instincts on offense, those were the keys to the game. He was spreading the ball around, keeping everyone involved. Most importantly, he was creating high-quality shots and racking up the assists.
And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoyed the show. For me...